Hello everybody and welcome to this new video on Inkscape, and in this video we are going to see how to work with transformations. You can subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Inkscape is available, so if you want to learn Inkscape starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. In the second link on the description, this is the website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software, have basics of this software in these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is like an online school. You can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. So we are going to start with a transformation. The first thing that I'm going to do, it is to create a rectangle just here, and I will go around this area and I will create rectangles. So how you can use the transformation? So to use a transformation, when you have an object here, one left click, you can define on your object, for example, a color. I can just click here. And when you go one left click, you can scale your object. So concretely, you have different handles and you can scale your object with the different handles. You can also keep the proportion when you press Ctrl, and when you can press Ctrl, you can keep the proportion when you scale your object. You can also scale from the center when you press Shift, and when you press Shift, you can scale from the center depending on the handle that you choose. So concretely, if you want to scale and scale from the center of your object proportionally, you press Ctrl and Shift, and then you can scale from the center and you can scale proportionally as well using this one. So this is the first things to understand for the transformation. The second thing is when you want to edit with more options, you go left click again. So concretely, if you don't have any object selected, one left click you can scale, another left click you can rotate and shear. So for example, here I have different handles and I can take a handles and I can rotate. If you press Ctrl, you can rotate every 15 degrees. So for example, here I can tap 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90 degrees. I can turn like this. So this is how you can turn. You can also apply shear. You have this arrow and this arrow. And when you go here, you can shear like this. If I just come back, you can also use this one and you can shear like this. Something also important to know, it is the transformation point. So here you have a transformation point. So concretely, it is on this area and it corresponds on the right. This transformation point corresponds to object rotation center, and I have activated here. So concretely, this transformation point, you can dragging and moving outside. If you drag here and now you rotate, as you can see, you rotate around this transformation point. And you can also snap this transformation point, for example, on this corner. And now I will turn around this corner. And I can put again, if I activated the snapping options, I can put again, you can press Ctrl as well. I can dragging and moving again in the center. You can really see the difference when now you rotate like that. So I will press delete on the keyboard. Let's see another example. I will create a circle here and I will create a circle around this area. And I will place this circle in the center because I'm using the snapping option. I can find directly the center just here. And I will increase a little bit the size of this circle. Maybe it's a little too big, yes, just here. And I will put some color, like maybe some orange color. Now I will create another ellipse. I will select the ellipse tools and I will create an ellipse with around this type of ratio. And I will scale a little bit here. I will place the ellipse around this area and I will activate this color, just like this. We will stay in the same alignment. So this circle in the center and this in the same alignment because I'm using the snapping option. Now I would like to repeat multiple times this ellipse around. So how I can process? When you click here, first you can duplicate with Ctrl D or edit duplicate. And the problem is if I'm turning, I go left click here and I turn. As you can see, I turn on this area and this is not what I do. So what I can do, I can take the transformation point of this and place the transformation point in the center of my document and the center of the circle in this case. Now, if I dragging and moving my duplicated object, I can move like this. And you just need to press Ctrl to constrain at 90 degrees. And I repeat the process. I duplicate, Ctrl D, and I have a new ellipse as you can see. And now I can rotate and I can press Ctrl 90 degrees. And then Ctrl D again to create another ellipse. And I can turn with Ctrl and I will arrive here. Now something that I would like to do, it is to duplicate these 4 ellipses and to do the same type of work to make something faster. So I will select this ellipse. I will press Shift, select this one, Shift, select this one, Shift, select this one. And I will duplicate with Ctrl D. You can also go right click and duplicate. It's going to work. Now I have 4 ellipses selected, and even if you have multiple elements selected, you can go left click again, and you can have access to the rotate on these 4 ellipses, and you can turn like this also. And I can turn. The problem is, yes, you need to press Ctrl to constrain. And if I turn like this, I can press Ctrl and I will constrain 45 degrees. And I will just validate. And I will obtain this render. Now I can, for example, select all these elements. And I can reduce just like this. If I want to, for example, create a group, I can go right click, create a group. And I created a group here. And it is same, I can, for example, press Ctrl D, and I can duplicate. I can press Ctrl D, duplicate again. I can scale with Ctrl to keep the proportions, then Ctrl D, duplicate again, and I will press Ctrl to keep the proportion as well, just like this. But as you can see, it's pretty convenient. I can place this one here, Ctrl D again, and I scale with Ctrl to keep the proportion, Ctrl D again, and I press Ctrl to keep the proportion as well. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course. Inkscape is available, so if you want to learn Inkscape starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. In the second link on the description, this is the website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in these YouTube channels, have basics of this software. And in the second link on the description, it is like online school. So it means you can pick a course and you can learn any graphic software. For next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.